You look at the poll numbers now, it kind of gives you these divergent assessments where Obama will have significant advantages on standing up for the middle class, promoting policies that help all Americans. But on this kind of underlying issue of who might get the economy moving faster, Romney has an advantage. As you kind of look at that, how do you, as you say, there are many factors that go into people's decisions. How do you kind of assess that kind of landscape at this point?
Well, I agree with a lot of what Peter and Joel said. And I think it comes down to the question of, I think we have this, attributes versus issues question. Mm-hmm. But I think fundamentally this is going to be, and I agree that the president, we've seen it in a lot of polling, the president does score very well, but people judge him very harshly on his performance. And I fundamentally believe that this election right now is not going to be an eHarmony.com election. It's going to be a Monster.com election. And so with the heart of what we're seeing is a judgment on the president's yeah, we're looking at, well, is this somebody I really like, or is it somebody who can get the job done? Ultimately, elections are still job applications. And the president has a hard time selling an argument of economic optimism when at the same time people aren't feeling it. The numbers on whether or not people feel that we're in a recession, whether let's not let economists ruin that argument in here. Whether or not they feel that the economy is in recession, it's very high, even though it may technically not be. So I think they have a president at the same time who has a giant canyon between his message and the way people feel. And I think that's one of the reasons why Governor Romney is doing well on the issue of the economy, which is the central issue of this campaign, because he's talking exactly about what he would do to address the enormous anxieties that people have about everything from rising costs to stagnant growth. We just saw numbers come out today that revised down the GDP under 2%, and we have job numbers come out tomorrow that aren't going to meet the growth of population as it relates to job growth. So those are, I think, the big dynamics that are driving these numbers.